Stop mentioning me in your videos. Stop. Or whatever videos you're mentioning me in, stop mentioning me in the comment section. Stop! Stop, you understand me?
The hip-hop world got rocked when word spread that the Island Boys were suddenly wrapped up in a full-blown federal investigation, turning a viral duo into the center of a storm nobody saw coming.
Hey, for anyone that's saying that I had robbed somebody's house, 6ix9ine, Red is in the west coast of Florida, and I was in Vegas. I just got to Florida, just now. I'm riding a taxi. I just got to Florida. What you saying? You tripping? I ain't robbed nothing.
For years, their colorful hair, flashy antics, and wild online presence made them internet attractions. But behind the goofy image, investigators say something serious might have been bubbling under the surface. According to the reports swirling around social media and law enforcement chatter, federal agents showed up with search warrants, digging into whether the brothers had any connection to a violent break-in at 6ix9ine's Florida mansion. This wasn't some petty neighborhood situation. This was a high-stakes home invasion that left the hip-hop scene stunned. 4 masked figures allegedly stormed the residence while 6ix9ine was away, holding his elderly mother at gunpoint and flipping the entire place upside down while searching for cash, jewelry, and anything worth value.
He's talked openly about not having security, and then he's advertising that he's not home on this live stream.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's silly. I don't know why he's out there bragging about not having security, because he definitely needs security, and this is not going to go away for multiple reasons. He's an easy target. You know, when you walk around with, you know, $250,000 in jewelry on you, if you insist on walking around with that type of money, then you need professional help. And it's your friends hanging out with you obviously are insufficient. You need people that know what they're doing.
The timing had everyone raising eyebrows because 6ix9ine was live streaming miles away, bragging about moving around without security. His location was public, his absence was obvious, and whoever hit that house knew exactly when to move. Fans started connecting dots, analyzing leaked footage, comparing voices, and breaking down the robbers' behavior like FBI agents themselves. One clip allegedly captured one of the robbers using a name people claim matched an Island Boy's nickname, and that sent the whole internet into detective mode. Suddenly, body language breakdowns, walking pattern comparisons, and jewelry analysis flooded TikTok and Instagram like crime scene reports. Even the feds reportedly took interest once people started pointing out a chain on one of the robbers that looked identical to a custom piece worn by one of the brothers.
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to do some. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's whack. Get no coupon for. I don't think nobody respects that.
Social media wasn't letting that slide, and the speed of these online investigations pushed the situation into national headlines almost instantly. Now the Island Boys, who once lived off viral fame and influencer deals, were being painted as suspects in a home invasion federal agents were treating as organized crime. This wasn't just a scandal. This was a collision between clout culture, desperation, jealousy, and online crowdsourced detective work, turning a simple rumor into a full legal disaster zone. As the heat turned up, investigators and internet theorists kept turning out new angles, and things only got more chaotic when one of the Island Boys jumped online to address the situation. His reaction didn't calm anything down. It made the whole scandal explode louder. He went live, stressing that people needed to stop putting his name in the comments, stop pushing theories, and stop accusing him of something he swore up and down he had nothing to do with.
Forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction, for real. I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest it in something, so you guys will never ever be broke again.
Hey, George, hold on. No, hold on.
Hold on. Podcast.
No.
Here, I'm moving for you. I was giving you nice advice, bro.
He said detectives had already questioned him, and even his own mother had been approached, showing just how serious the investigation had become. The way he explained himself had viewers raising eyebrows, not because he admitted guilt, but because he offered way more details than anyone had asked for. He started talking about being in Vegas during the robbery, taking taxis, flying back to Florida, and dropping timestamps like he was reading off a travel log. People couldn't help but wonder why someone innocent would feel that pressure to build an airtight alibi online. And when he got fed up and said, "Stop mentioning me, you're causing me trouble," detectives came already. The internet went into full meltdown mode. The tone, the frustration, the panic, everything fed into the narrative that something bigger was happening behind the scenes. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine himself stepped into the conversation with a completely different version of the story. Instead of agreeing with the internet theories, he shut them down immediately, saying he didn't believe the Island Boys had anything to do with the break-in. He insisted the people who ran into his home were local kids from the neighborhood, pointing out that the intruders had no visible tattoos and that their faces were partially visible in security footage. According to him, none of that matched the brothers. This contradiction created even more confusion, because while 6ix9ine claimed the robbers were local teens with no ink,
If I see one more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad. Stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear a theory about it. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, it was this. Oh, yo, Red. Yo, Red. Listen, boy, listen. Stop that, okay? You guys are causing me a lot of trouble, okay? Detectives came to me already, okay? Like, it's getting ridiculous. They're going to my mom. Like, this is a big problem. If you guys keep going with this Island Boy stuff, I promise you I'm gonna get mad.
the internet was posting side-by-side comparisons of voices, jewelry, and walking patterns. Now fans didn't know who to believe. Was 6ix9ine protecting someone? Was the internet reaching too far? Or was somebody lying to keep things from escalating into something worse?
If I see one more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad. Stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear a theory about it. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, it was this. Oh, yo, Red. Yo, Red. Listen, boy, listen. Stop that, okay? You guys are causing me a lot of trouble, okay? Detectives came to me already, okay? Like, it's getting ridiculous. They're going to my mom. Like, this is a big problem. If you guys keep going with this Island Boy stuff, I promise you I'm gonna get mad.
The investigation shifted from a simple break-in to a wild maze of conflicting stories, digital clues, and public pressure exploding across every platform online. While the debate erupted online, federal investigators were reportedly digging into the financial backgrounds, travel movements, and online activities surrounding the entire situation. The Island Boys had once been on top of the influencer world, booked for appearances, brand deals, live streams, and social media partnerships that brought them serious money. But viral fame doesn't last forever, and the drop was brutal. As their content slowed down and popularity faded, opportunities dried up. Suddenly, they went from earning major checks to struggling to secure paid gigs. People online speculated that financial stress might have pushed someone to make desperate moves, especially since 6ix9ine was still showcasing luxury cars, jewelry, stacks of cash, and high-end living like it was nothing. The contrast was massive and hard to ignore, especially when jealousy and frustration mixed with a falling career. Fans began pulling up videos where the brothers debated money issues, argued about assets, or brushed off advice about investing wisely. It created a narrative that painted them as financially unstable and willing to take risks. But this wasn't just about jealousy. This was a situation blending clout, visibility, and digital footprints. Investigators reportedly combed through the timestamps on their posts, and that's where things looked suspicious. Both brothers, usually hyperactive online, went unusually silent during the exact window when the break-in occurred.
Allegedly, people are saying it was the Island Boys.
No, I don't even think Island Boys.
No, I swear, that's what I saw. I swear.
That's what.
No.
There were kids in this neighborhood.
What
so
the
let
fuck?
me leave that real clear. There's 230 homes in my neighborhood. What it's pointing out to be, yeah, he didn't do that then. But
Yeah,
what was pointed out to be that it was kids in the neighborhood because there was no car that came in, no car that left. So it was white kids at that.
No way.
Oh, hell no.
There was no tattoos, so
Are you gonna be?
this myth that it was those two brothers that there's no tattoos, their face was able to see, there was no tats, so that's just a myth. It's just Instagram conspiracy, whatever fuck. But anyway, long story short, I'm glad that my mom's okay. I'm glad that my dog's okay. I'm glad that my family's okay.
Amazing.
And yeah, these people took the opportunity when I wasn't.
Their last active posts were in Miami, roughly 1 hour from 6ix9ine's neighborhood. Fans claimed the timing was too clean, and they piled onto theories comparing Florida accents, speech rhythms, and small behavioral traits heard in the leaked audio. Within days, people were uploading analysis breakdowns like professional forensic reports. Some creators said they ran voice clips through recognition software that produced a high similarity score. Whether accurate or not, internet detectives were relentless. The situation kept spiraling as more content creators joined the hunt, each adding new evidence, breaking down video frames, or slowing footage to analyze movements. At this point, the question shifted from "did they do it?" to "why does this look so connected?" Between the jewelry analysis, online silence, and heated reactions, the narrative kept twisting, creating a digital storm that pushed the federal investigation further into the spotlight. Meanwhile, the emotional side of the situation couldn't be ignored, especially what happened to 6ix9ine's mother during the break-in. She was reportedly held at gunpoint, terrified and completely caught off guard inside her own home. This wasn't just a robbery, it was a traumatic event that shook the entire household. She didn't deserve to be dragged into a feud caused by online antics or street drama, and the fact that she was targeted while her son was live streaming somewhere else raised serious concerns about how much information public figures share online. With celebrities constantly posting their locations, their schedules, their homes, and their valuables, criminals have access to everything they need to plan an attack without even leaving their phone. This break-in wasn't just a crime, it was a wake-up call for anyone flaunting wealth publicly. People online began pointing out that 6ix9ine had repeatedly shown the inside of his house on video, posted his neighborhood, and bragged about not having security despite wearing expensive jewelry. The intruders knew exactly when to strike, exactly where to look, and exactly how much time they had. Something that felt way too precise to be random. The way they moved through the house made investigators think whoever planned this had studied his content closely or knew his routine well enough to execute the break-in with confidence. As federal agents continued investigating, the situation also sparked a larger conversation about how social media has changed the relationship between fame and safety. Fans, creators, critics, everyone began talking about how dangerous clout culture can be. When people chase views, they expose everything: homes, family members, travel plans, valuables, locations, even the layout of their houses. All of that becomes a digital blueprint for anyone with bad intentions. The Island Boys' involvement, whether proven true or not, became the centerpiece of a bigger cultural problem: how internet fame can turn into a weapon against the very people who depend on it. The scandal wasn't just about the invasion anymore. It was about the world celebrities built, the risks they ignore, and the consequences that explode when the wrong person watches one live stream too closely. With the investigation still active, conflicting testimonies swirling, and online detectives uncovering new theories every day, the future of this scandal remains unpredictable. Whether the Island Boys were involved or simply victims of internet speculation, the situation already changed their public reputation. When federal investigators step in, it means they're looking into more than a simple break-in. It signals possible organized planning, interstate communication, or evidence strong enough to justify federal oversight. And while 6ix9ine publicly denied their involvement, that didn't stop speculation from exploding across every social platform. Some believe 6ix9ine was distancing himself to avoid drama. Others think the Feds saw connections the public didn't, and some believe both sides are hiding something bigger. Until official statements are released, the case remains a storm of rumors, evidence breakdowns, emotional responses, and digital detective work shaping public opinion by the minute. Meanwhile, the scandal has already changed how many influencers and rappers move online. More celebrities are avoiding live streaming from their homes, delaying posts, blurring backgrounds, or keeping valuable items off camera completely. The break-in exposed how dangerous it is to show the world too much. Every flash of cash, every tour of a mansion, every moment announced in real time can turn into a threat, especially when millions of strangers are watching. The Island Boys' rise and fall is a reminder of how unpredictable internet fame truly is. One moment, millions of people are singing along to a viral clip. The next, a federal investigation is knocking on the door. Whether they are innocent or guilty, the scandal proves how quickly life can flip when fame mixes with controversy, money troubles, jealousy, and the constant pressure of public eyes. And for 6ix9ine, the break-in adds another chapter to a life already filled with danger, drama, and high-risk choices that spill onto everyone around him. As the investigation continues, fans remain divided, detectives remain active, and the truth remains tangled in a mess of social media posts, leaked audio, and emotional reactions. One thing is certain, this scandal is far from finished, and the internet will be watching every development closely. Make sure to like and subscribe for more breakdowns shaking up the culture.